Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? I hope you all are fine and your family too. Today this is a subject of English, and today our topic is we are starting our new unit number 2, that is let's go to Paris. Okay, this unit is about a city tour of one of the world's most beautiful city known as Paris. Okay, this is a city of France. The details of the Paris is explained through brochure, which is used to attract visitors. Okay, now what is the meaning of brochure? The brochure is a collection of pictures and a few details about the specific things. Okay, this unit brochure have pictures and a few details about the famous places of Paris. The famous brochure usually doesn't say anything bad or ugly about the place. They are created in a way that brings city to life with full attractive details and explains the variety of places that people can check out during their visit. Okay, this unit also introduces few French language words in English which are derived from French language. French is the language of France, official language of France. Okay, now we start reading. Talk about your nearest city. What places do tourists visits? Okay, this is an activity for you, that write in your notebook about the famous places for tourists near you or mention some good things about them. Okay, now start reading. Paris is not only the capital city of France, it is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. They call it La Belle Paris. Say La Belle Paris. In French, that means beautiful Paris. This brochure tells you how to find the main tourist sites without any trouble. Now, what is the meaning of tourist site? A place to visit. Tourist means a person who visits places. Okay? Okay. In this paragraph, this para is about a city of France named as Paris, which is the capital of France and one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Okay, in French language, they called it La Belle Paris, which means beautiful Paris. We will discuss main tourist sites explained in this brochure without any trouble. Okay, this is a map of Paris. Okay, and now first paragraph is the Étoile and the Arc de Triomphe. Okay, Étoile means star in French. The points of the star are roads and they all point towards the middle, where there is a great arch called the Arc de Triomphe. It was built to remember soldiers who died at war. Okay, this para is about a tourist spot, which means star in French. There are roads which are pointing towards a great arch which is called as Arc de Triomphe. These roads are in form of star and made built to remember the soldiers who died at war. Okay, now underline the word arch. What is the meaning of arch? Arch means a bridge type shape. Okay, like this one, like this. Okay, like an arc. Okay, okay, now what is the meaning of war? It is a battle, fight between soldiers and all this. Okay, now second paragraph, the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is the most famous sight in Paris. Wherever you turn, you can see this graceful tower, even at night when there are sparkling lights all over it. In the daytime, you can go up it and see endless views across every quarter of the city. This para is about the famous spot of the Paris, as you can see in this picture. This is an Eiffel Tower, okay, which can be clearly seen from every turn you take. It is beautifully decorated with lights which glow during night and enhance its beauty. In the daytime, it can give the view of every quarter of city. Okay. In the next paragraph, Notre Dame Cathedral. Notre Dame Cathedral means Our Lady in French. It is a huge church. Christians worship there, but people of all faiths are welcome to visit it. Underline the word worship, underline the word church, and underline the word faiths. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of worship? Prayer to God. Church, a place where Christians go and pray to God. Okay. And here faiths meaning communities, different castes. Okay. In this paragraph is about are of the famous worship place for Christians, the place where they offer prayers, also known as Our Lady in French. Christians of all faiths are welcome to visit here. Okay. Next is the towers. This is a Notre Dame Cathedral. Notre Dame Cathedral is the name of this church. Okay. Now the towers. Inside the towers there are 10 bells. Each bell has a different name and a different sound. The biggest bell is called Emmanuel. It is double the size of the next bell and it is 350 years old. When the bell ring, they play a tune calling people to church. This para is about the 10 bells which are 350 years old. Okay, and are double the size of the next bell. Each bell has a different sound. When the bell rings, they call people to church by playing tunes. The biggest bell amongst them is called Emmanuel. Okay. Next is the stone monster. Okay. These towers are in this Notre Dame Cathedral. Okay. The stone monster. This is a picture of a stone monster. On the towers, stone monster look out over the city. This monster is looking at the visitors below. Okay. First of all, what is a monster? Underline the word monster. This is a dangerous creature, wild creature. Okay. In this para, a stone monster is placed on the top of the tower which looks at the visitors. Okay. Next is the river Seine. This is the river, okay, in the Paris. Notre Dame Cathedral was built beside the river Seine more than 900 years ago. It is one of the oldest buildings in the city. In those days, people drank and washed in the water of the river. They could also travel along the Seine and it protected them from their enemies too. Nowadays, nobody drinks the water because it is too dirty. But tourists still enjoy traveling on boats along the river. In this, underline the word enemies. Okay, who are enemies? Enemies are opponents. Okay. In these lines, Notre Dame Cathedral is a 900 years old church which was built beside the river named Seine. In early days, people usually use the water of river for different purposes like drinking and washing. But nowadays, nobody uses this water because it is too dirty now. The river is also used to protect the people from the enemies and they travel along the Seine. But still, today tourists enjoy the traveling on boats along the river. Okay. This is the today's lesson. We'll complete the remaining lecture of remaining part of this unit in the next video. In the meantime, perform the activity as discussed in the beginning. Okay. Now, here, okay, now see the activities. Okay, first B1, circle the correct words. This reading text is a letter, newspaper article, or a brochure. It is a brochure. Okay, selective pictures and information, all this. It is a true, made up, so it is a fiction, non-fiction text. It is not a made up, it is a true, so it is a non-fiction text. It uses headings, numbers, bullet points to explain the main points. It uses headings. Okay, it gives instructions or information. It gives information. Circle all these correct answers. Okay, skip this one. Okay, now come on this. Move to question B3. Answer the questions in your notebook. First is done for you. What language do people speak in Paris? They speak French. You can complete part B, part C, part D, and part E. Okay. Part E and F will do to inshallah in next lecture. Where do all the roads in the Elwood the star point? Okay, they point to the Arc de Triomphe. This is the answer of this. Okay, how old is Notre Dame Cathedral? It is 900 years old. Okay, how did people use the river Seine in old days? They used to just drinking and water and washing. Okay, next is how do people use the river nowadays? They travel along the river on boats and enjoying also. Okay, next is what do you think, how is Paris different from where you live? Okay, this is depends on you. Okay, how you think that what is going on in Paris and how it is different from other places where you live. Okay, like Islamabad. Okay, next is read these words: round, out, about, sound, around, country, young, touch, trouble, double. These are the OU words. Or, more, horse, important, information, word, world, work, worship, worth. These are the OR words. Star, R, art, arch, car, war, warm, wardrobe, towards, quarter. These are AR words. Okay. Now see this one. Complete these sentences with words from C1. This is a C1. Complete these blanks with the help of these words. Okay, all these words. When you have a difficult time, you are in trouble. This is done for you. France is a name of a country. When there is a dash, countries fight each other. When there is a war. Okay? War means fight, so war is here. Next is the Louvre is one of the biggest museums in the world. And dash is the shape of an upside down U, arch. The shape of a rose window is always double. Okay. If you multiply 8 by 2, you get 16. In other words, you dash it in it and answer is 16. Double. Okay. The shape of a rose window is always round. If you divide 8 by 4, you get 2. In other words, you find a dash and the answer is 2. Quarter. Okay. When you half the 8, it is 2 answer. Okay.